So all you'll need is a kettlebell. You can use whatever weight you have. I have a 30-pound and a 15-pound one. If you have something in there, that is probably going to work. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell in much the same way. You won't be able to do it as well one-handed because you have to grip it over like that, and usually that's a much riskier proposition, holding with one hand. But if you're holding with two, you can just kind of put it around the end, and it'll swing in a similar way. You can also hold it kind of hand over hand this way. Personally, I like holding the end of it. It's not quite the same because there's weight towards you and away from you, but it's a pretty good compromise. So you can also do any of this without the kettlebell. It's just going to be a little bit different. So grab your kettlebell. We're going to be doing 6 exercises. We're going to have core in between them. So since it is a core workout, we're going to do 2 rounds of these 6 red ones I have on the board there. Hopefully you can see them. After each one, we're going to do 30 seconds of our core work. So for the first one, it's going to be crunches, and we're going to use the kettlebell for that too. So, just this, I don't know if you can actually see. You're going to be holding the kettlebell. You're going to crunch down and up. So full extension. You can extend the legs to make it harder if you want. Pull them in to make it easier. So that is what we're going to be doing for 30 seconds in between each one to challenge that core as much as we can. Then our 6 exercises. First one is just going to be kettlebell swing. You're starting with the kettlebell. You want to start when you lean back. You want it to be towards the heels. You want to make sure your back stays straight for all of these. That's probably the most important thing, is keeping that back straight. Don't let it round forward. Even if you arch too far back, that's preferable to coming forward. So first one is kettlebell swing. You're going to drive with the hips. You're going to snap, push the hips forward. My arms aren't doing any work. The legs are doing all of it, and the arms just follow through. So that is our first one, kettlebell swing. Stance jack rows. We're going to be doing a squat essentially, grabbing the kettlebell with one arm. Then you're going to pull up, dump your feet together, make sure the elbow stays above the whole time. So back and forth, all the way in. You can step this one out to modify it. Again, making sure the elbow stays above the whole time through. You can also do this with both arms on both of them instead of switching, if you prefer to do that as well. Next one, we have kettlebell side swing. This is one, and if you have 2 different kettlebells, you might want to use the lighter one for this, because you're going to start down, swing the kettlebell out to the side, let it come, swing it out to the side. So when you do this, you're switching hands. You want to start centered, drive with your core, come up, and then let it stop as you switch hands in the middle there. So that is our kettlebell side swing. Kettlebell toe lifts. Feels kind of weird. You're going to put your foot through here, lift it up, and stop before you touch on the ground. So back and forth. Again, you can use the lighter one if you want for that, because it doesn't feel necessarily hard, but after a few of them, your legs will definitely be getting tired. Next, we have kettlebell deadlift swing. Your back's going to stay straight. You're coming down. And for this one, in a regular swing, you're kind of bending into a squat. For this one, you're going to hinge at the waist. Keep your legs mostly straight. You still want to keep soft knees where they're not completely locked out, but you want to just have about that much of a bend in it. So it's coming back and forth. You can do this with one and switching, or you can just keep it in both. Your back stays straight, so when you're down, legs are straight, back is straight, hinged at the waist. And then our last one is kettlebell swing rows. Just like the other ones, you can do this with either one or both hands. You're going to swing up, come back, let the kettlebell come back before you try and stop it. If you try and stop it on the way back, you're more likely to hurt yourself. So just swing it, let it come back, and then as it comes back naturally underneath you, you row up, switch arms, let it come back naturally underneath you, row up. With 2 hands, it's the same thing. Let it come back naturally underneath you and row up. So those are your 6 exercises. So grab your kettlebell and we are going to start. So we're doing 45 seconds on the kettlebell ones, followed by 30 seconds of core on each one. starting with our kettlebell swing. So again, you can do this one with one or both hands. We're going to go 45 seconds. So ready? And begin. So again, making sure you're driving with the legs, bending the knees. You want to come down, drive with the glutes. So you should feel that as you push the hips forward. And each one, drive that forward. Good. Challenging those muscles through. Keep that back nice and straight. Again, if you want to do both hands, you're swinging that way. Keep your toes pointed forward. We got 20 seconds left. Getting that full extension through. Last 10 seconds of work on this. Good, making the most you can out of each one. Finishing off, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we're down on the ground doing our core. We're crunching up. And begin. We're going to come all the way up. Again, you can keep that weight centered over you. This one doesn't necessarily have a long range of motion. What we're looking for is just crunching through that midsection. So you should feel this from the bottom of the rib cage towards the top of your hips. We got about 10 seconds left. So finishing this one in all the way through to the end in 3, 2, 1, and relax. All right, we're on the stance jack rows now. We're standing back up, elbow's gonna stay above, bring it together, pulling up, and you can do all these without the kettlebell as well, just doing the same motion, and go. So back and forth, light on the toes. Good, making sure, keep that up, stepping out. If you wanna modify, you can also do this with both. And if you're doing it with the dumbbell, it's gonna look like that, or like this. For this one, you can use the handle. So whichever way works better for you. We're about halfway done. Challenge those muscles through. Good, nice and light on the toes. Making sure to pull that arm up, keeping the elbow above the weight that whole time. Under 10 seconds left. Finishing off. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we're back down on the ground, doing our crunches with our kettlebell. All right, ready? And begin. So going 30 seconds. Again, this is shorter. If you're feeling pretty good, extend that weight back towards your head, and you can really challenge the core, especially depending on how heavy your weight is. So if you want more of a challenge, that's the way to do it. If not, bring it in tighter. The closer it is to your hips, the easier it'll be. We got about 5 seconds left on this. All the way through, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. We've got our side swing now. So for this one, you're gonna go side to side with one arm switching. You can't really do this one too, so we gotta switch arms pretty much. And begin. So you're starting down, drive it out to the side. Let it lose some momentum before you switch hands. Drive it out to the other side. Good. Just let it swing back, coming forward. Try and keep your toes pointed straight. Back and forth. Challenging those muscles. All the way through on each one. Good, we're just over halfway done with this now. So making sure to switch hands, keep yourself centered. Try not to let the weight pull you too much on your shoulders at least. Keeping them centered over your knees. Want to be nice and strong, under 10 seconds left. All the way through on each one of these. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we're down to crunches again. Getting down on the ground. We're going to crunch it up and begin. We're coming all the way up and through. Good, again, hold that weight out to make it more challenging. Pull it in tight. You need to make it easier. And don't worry about, what's easier or harder for you. We have a huge variety of skill in this group. Skill, fitness level, ability, and goals. So I'm giving you lots of options. So you just focus on finding the one that works for you and then doing the best. We got 5 seconds. The best you can with that, and relax. All right, so we got our toe lifts now. So we're going to switch halfway through, so I'm going to keep using the heavier one. I don't think I could keep it up the whole time with good form. So this is definitely a challenging one. And go. Because you want to stop before it touches, and then bring that knee up as far as you can. So getting that whole range of motion. You don't want to rest it completely on the ground like that where your foot comes off. You want to keep that tension the whole way through. We got under 10 seconds. Then we're going to switch. One more. And switch legs. We go to the other side now. If you need to, find like a ledge or a chair. I should have said that at the beginning, so I apologize if you need for balance. You can also pull on your ear. It helps a little bit. Also fixing one spot, like watching the video, I suppose. We got under 10 seconds left on this leg. All the way in, and then we'll go back to crunches. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we are back to crunches. All right, and go. So crunching up, we're going to keep that core tight. Again, hold that weight out to make it more challenging. You can even extend the arms a little bit if you're feeling really good. Just make sure you don't let your neck take any of the strain. You really want to focus on that core. So don't move the weight back and forth. Lock it in place. We got 10 seconds left on this. So getting that full range of motion. Down and through. Keep that nice, easy breathing. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we're up to our kettlebell deadlift swing now. We're going to be straight back, coming all the way through. And begin. So you can do this one or both hands. You're going to come down. Legs are staying mostly straight. Do it with 2 hands if you want, whichever way is more comfortable for you. Switching hands is obviously harder, and it helps your coordination. So whichever way you want to challenge yourself, you're halfway done on this. The main thing is keep that back straight. Keep the legs as straight as you can with just that slight bend in the knee. Notice I'm not locking them out completely. You want just that little bit of relaxation right at the knees there. We got 10 seconds left. So finishing this all the way in. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, back down into our core one. We're going to go 30 seconds on that. All right. And begin. It's really hard to see the timer when we're doing crunches, so I apologize if I'm not spot on, but we're pretty close to 30 seconds every time. So really keep those elbows tucked in. Again, extend the arms if you want to make it more challenging. Keep that neck as relaxed as you can. We're over halfway done with this. So focus on feeling that core. Your abs should be getting real tired. If they're not, extend those arms more, because they should be definitely feeling it on each one, and relax. I know they're shorter than the kettlebell ones, but the repetition should be getting to you. If not, you're in awesome shape, so challenge yourself more. Kettlebell swing rows. We're going to drive it forward, let it come back naturally, row up. Drive it forward, let it come back naturally, row up. I'm getting this with both arms. Coming back, row up. Otherwise, the one arm is more challenging. So whichever way works for you. Finding that spot, as long as you're giving 100%, making sure you're pushing yourself that whole way through. Good. And as much as you can, keep your free hand off your body. You don't want to be touching your leg to kind of help you pull up or anything like that. You should just be hanging loose and comfortable. We got 5 seconds left. All the way in, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, that is our first round. We're going to get a quick drink. We're going to repeat those same 6 kettlebell exercises. And this time we're doing Russian twists for our core move. Cherry pickers, whatever you want to call them. So you're going to start, you can have your feet either together or one crossed over the other. If you are going to cross them, make sure you switch which one is crossed each time if you think about it. So you're going to go back and forth, getting as close to the ground as you can without touching. Engage that core on each one. This one, again, you can use the lighter kettlebell or a different weight. It is probably a little more challenging than the first core one we did. So why are we doing it second? Because it's more fun. All right, so 10 seconds. And then we're going to start back with our kettlebell swings. All right. So 45 seconds, ready? And begin. So driving that forward. Again, switching arms. Snap the hips. Bend the knees. Make sure that back stays straight if you're doing it with both. Challenge those muscles all the way in and through. Good. Full range of motion, we're halfway done on this. So keeping that going all the way through to the end. Keeping that nice, easy breathing. We got 15 seconds left. So keeping those muscles working. Under 10 left. Almost done. All the way through to the end. And 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. Right down into our cherry pickers. We're gonna have our feet. Weights going back and forth over the middle. 30 seconds. And begin. So back and forth. Try and keep that core tight. Challenge those muscles if you need to. You can just drop the weight. And then just try and lean back more and keep the core tight. As you rotate through, the further back you lean, the harder this will be as well. So you can find that spot. Works well for you. We got 10 seconds left. Finishing it off, almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, stance jack rows is our next one. So 45 seconds, feet apart. Ready? And begin. Nice and light on the toes. Keeping that going. Stepping it out if you want to modify. Nice strong start. Nice strong pace. Pushing that through, we're halfway done. Moving into that second half. Good, getting that full extension. In and through. Last 10 seconds of work on this. So keeping that pace up all the way through to the end. Nice and straight. Almost done. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, back down to cherry pickers. All right, so crunching that core and go. Back and forth. Focusing on those 30 seconds. Getting nice and low. Full range of motion. We're halfway done. So challenging those muscles for the last 10 seconds. Keeping it nice and tight. Try and keep the weight off your body as much as you can. So that core is working, and relax. Good. All right, we've got our side swings now. So 30 seconds. Out to the side. Ready? And begin. So stop. Let the momentum relax. Back and forth. Swing it out to the side. And on the transitions, if you can't quite do them as fast as we're doing, that's fine. As long as you're doing the best you can, just start when you can. And you're getting just as much out of it, because if you're working to switch, that's work as well. And if you want to start early, because you're just really fast, go ahead and do that. I'm giving you about 10 to 15 seconds rest. We got 10 seconds left on this, on each one. But you find what works for you, and you can do that. If you like, follow along with me, go ahead and do that, and relax. All right, we're back down to our cherry pickers. All right, ready? And begin. So 30 seconds. Again, if you're ready to go early, just go for it. If you want to challenge yourself a little more. If you're having a harder time getting up and down, just find that spot that works for you. I should have mentioned, now that we're halfway down with them, you can also do the cherry pickers on the stability ball. I'll show you that next time. We got 10 seconds left. All the way through on each one. Finishing as strong as you can. Core stays tight. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, so we've got our toe lifts now on 30 seconds. All right, ready? And begin. So focusing on the one foot, coming all the way up. Try and keep yourself as centered as you can. Keeping the tension. Stopping just before you touch. On the way up and down. Keep that nice, easy breathing. Want to challenge that pace, last 2 seconds of work. 3, 2, 1, switching to the other foot, so same thing. On the other foot, if you didn't switch feet last time, just make sure you're doing the other one. So coming all the way up and through. We got about 10 seconds left on this. So keeping that nice, easy breathing. Almost done, finishing it off. 3, 2, 1, and relax, good. All right, so we are doing, like I said, I'm gonna show you the stability wall now. Should have done this earlier. We're gonna go 30 seconds. So you roll forward and begin until the ball is resting just above your butt. Normally I would say this is easier, but my feet are slipping on this floor. So I'm having a hard time keeping balance. So you can sit up a little bit more too, if you need to. I think I'm gonna have to do that. I would say you can bring your feet together as well. Maybe if you're wearing shoes, I'm used to wearing shoes when I work out. Barefoot on carpet is definitely more slippery. 5 seconds, and relax, good. All right, so now we've got our deadlift swing. The second to last one, we're on the home stretch here. All right, so keeping the back straight, and begin. So down and through. Make sure, again, there's just that slight bend in the knees. They're mostly straight, and the back is all the way straight. That's really key to keep that up. Nice straight lines. Challenging yourself all the way through on this. Good. We are halfway done. You're moving into that second half. Keeping that nice, easy breathing. All the way through to the end. 15 seconds left. So making the most you can. Put each one of these all the way in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Good. All right, we're on to our last set of cherry pickers. So we're gonna be down on the ground. 30 seconds. All right, ready? And begin. So back and forth, keeping that tight. You wanna get nice and low towards the ground. Keeping that nice, easy breathing on each one. Challenge those muscles in. Halfway done now, so in those last 15 seconds, keep it tight, get as close to the ground as you can, without touching, all the way through to the end. Keep that working the whole time. 3, 2, 1, and relax, good. All right, we've got our Kettlebell Swing Rows, it's our last one. So let's finish it strong. 45 seconds, ready? And begin. So driving it forward, coming back, row up, find that natural stopping point. One arm, do both arms. Coming forward and back, whatever way is more challenging and more natural for you. Good. It's definitely more coordination to do one arm versus two. I don't know if it's necessarily a lot harder, so you can adjust other than it being harder to switch, obviously. We got 15 seconds, so finish this as strong as you can. Really push it in. We want to be giving 100% effort on these last ones, all the way through and back. Core stays tight. 3, 2, 1, and relax. You are done. Nice job on the workout there. Virtual high five. We're going to stretch it out now. So catch your breath. We're going to start with arms. Just pull them back. Keep that nice, easy breathing. Letting yourself recover. I do apologize. We've had some technical difficulties this last week. So if you're watching the live, I have the camera flipped around because I think it gives you a better picture. So if you're commenting, I will go back and read it, but it won't be until after the workout is done. If you want kind of that live feedback, then join the Zoom. We've got the link posted in the transformation group. So pull your arms out now, stretch that nice and easy. And again, hopefully you found a spot that works for you. We're going to push one leg forward now. So you're stretching this back leg as you bend it down. And we're going to pull the arm across. You found a spot that challenges yourself for the workout. If you want to play your own music while you work out, feel free to do that. I'm not going to play any music for several reasons. One is copyright. 2, my kids are still asleep. Switch, so hopefully I didn't wake them up. I heard Adeline crying. So hopefully she went back to sleep, but probably not. My guess is mommy went and got her. So we'll stretch that out. We'll find out soon. So again, that nice easy stretching. When you're stretching, you just want to feel a gentle pull. Okay, so we're going to loosen up the arms, down towards the toes. Stretch that out. Good, and just nice, easy breathing. We want to return to normal breathing as quickly as we can. Keep that up all the way through. All right, now we're going to grab one leg and pull it. So if you need to, find a ledge, a shelf, or a chair to hold on to. Grab one leg, pull it back. I like this one. This is really good for balance. Again, same thing if you need to hold the ear or fix your eyes on one spot. That helps. Again, nice, easy breathing. Try and take nice, deep breaths. Hopefully your breathing's starting to return to normal if it hasn't already. Let yourself recover and switch. The other thing is make sure you eat within an hour of working out. Again, if you miss some of the nutrition piece of it, especially if your goal is gaining strength or muscle, it's really important to get that in. You want carbs and protein together. So make sure you're doing that. Because if you don't eat, your body's not gonna go into the state it needs to actually build that muscle. So we're gonna arms or legs apart, reach your arms forward through the middle. We're gonna stretch that back. You can kind of cross your arms over, link your fingertips together, and that'll get a good stretch through the shoulders. If you're really flexible, you can go down further. The further out you have your legs, the more of a stretch you'll get too. For the shoulders, the more you bring your arms across. I am not excessively flexible, so this gives me a good stretch. So again, find that spot that works pretty well for you. And nice, easy breathing. We want to let that come back to down to normal with those muscles recovering. Cross one leg. I'll get towards you. All right, so letting yourself recover. We're gonna switch the other side. Challenge those muscles all the way in. Let yourself relax, nice and easy. All right, so we're laying back down now. Grab one leg, stretch it out. Keep it nice and straight. Again, that nice, easy breathing, letting yourself recover. Almost done stretching too. And switch legs. So keeping it fairly straight as you pull it back. And as long as you're feeling a nice, easy stretch on this, that's what we want. And we'll stretch out the glutes. If you're doing it right, your glutes and low back actually do a lot of work with kettlebells. So if you felt like your back or your butt was working hard, that's actually a good thing. It means you're doing it right. All right, and we'll switch. Other leg. So you're keeping your hips down, pulling the knee across towards the opposite hip. Letting yourself recover nice and easy. Make sure you drink water after this, and then again, eat 30 to 60 minutes. And after this, stretch those arms and legs out. Get that good, strong stretch. Making the most you can out of each one. Nice, deep breath. We are done. Virtual high five. If you want to just stay where you are and take a quick nap, that's fine. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed the workout. Put a post in the comments when you're done, if you did the recording or if you did it live. Either way, let me know, and I will see you guys next time.